All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.
It's a power hour. Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Done too fast.
Got too excited.
Yeah. I just had a little accident right there. Oh, that sucks so bad.
Did you sit on him?
Yeah, just like, anyways. I'm Zell.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Andrew.
Killed Braden. He's dead.
He's dead.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just was going through Patreon today. I saw a bunch of drama. I'm worried. I'm like, is Braden still alive? He's been messaging people's wives. Like, there's might be problems. He might not be long for this world. Something happened.
He's made some mistakes.
Yes.
He's paying for them right now.
And
He's
listen,
made enemies.
if you're curious as to what's going on,
He's dead.
it's all on our Discord account. Sign on, have a read. It's like Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
It's drama.
There's some serious pieces of
He's
ATT
screaming
going
at
on there.
everyone on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking nobody's safe. Mr. Steal Your Girl.
So it's also that, and I told him if he didn't finish his fucking podcast shed in time, he's off the show. So he's still not finished that. I remember when he started, it's like, I'll be done 2 weeks. That was in fucking September.
Yeah, well, it's because he's making the fucking Whack Shack 2.0, so he gets distracted. Half an hour in there. By himself.
just stick framed. It says him in there. It's like dripping on him. It's like, it's my space.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll be back next week, or maybe not. Maybe part of the drama might be that he gets murdered.
By a potato.
Next time,
Potato.
true crime of Braden's death.
It's just a matter of time before Potato's had enough. Fucking
I
ends
would
him.
say so.
No, sometimes he's one of my best friends, and I fucking want to end him sometimes too. So
It's fair. Oh, shit.
Sometimes
such a
potatoes
fucking
fight back.
stupid-
Adam.
fucking- This week on the Power Hour, I mean, we got to start with how terrible vasectomies.
They're awful.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
I've never in my life been like afraid of blood or like being hurt or had any type of fainting from needles or anything like that.
Wait till they do it on your dick.
During a consultation for a vasectomy, not even the procedure itself, I had a panic attack. Big time. I'm like yawning, like trying to get blood up there. Like I'm going a little white. He's like, "Are you okay?
A little
You
white?
okay?"
You're going translucent, buddy. You're already a little white.
You could
your
see the
baseline.
veins pumping. Like you could see through my temple. It was brutal. And then the doctor's looking at me because he gets it all the time. He knows what's happening. But he's being nice. He's like, "You tired?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I just got a couple kids. I had bad sleep last night."
Well, you know
I'm
you're
legit.
He knows
I'm
you're
almost
panicking because your
fainting.
dick disappears. You go into survival mode. You're like a normal person,
No,
and
this
then you
was-
start panicking, and it just
This was after the examination.
Oh, really?
I'm sitting in the chair and he's going through like the slides, like, "Oh, this is what we do. This is what can happen." I was like,
Get me
almost
outta
dying.
here.
Like I almost fainted, and I tried to act like nothing was wrong. Like stood up too fast, and I was like,
Yeah.
like put my hand on the wall, like, "I'm just really tired." And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, all right."
Yeah.
Get up to the
I gotta
front,
go.
fill out the paperwork. Even the secretary's like, "Are you okay?"
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Like I walk outside, I sit down in the stairwell for about 10 minutes before I drove home because I was like, I'm fucking crash on the way home to pass out. That was 2 weeks ago, and then today was the day. And I woke up like in the middle of the night with like a feeling of dread, and it didn't go away all morning, all fucking morning until he was done. And then it like just like I was like, all
dissipates.
Survived a very minor procedure.
Elected minor procedure.
Minor procedure. Took 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Thought I was going to die. I was like, this is it for me.
Yeah.
Kind of a bad reaction.
I heard sometimes they snip the wrong tube and you got to go back in.
Listen, I went down the Reddit hole
Oh,
of,
yeah.
of failed vasectomies.
I did that too.
It was a problem.
Yeah.
Like, I had to get it 4 times. I was like, what?
There's no way. If it's botched, first time botched, that's just my life. That's how I'm living my life. I'll have 16 kids now. I don't care.
Too bad.
I'm done. I did my due diligence. I did my part.
I tried my best.
Yeah. Yeah. No, not.
Then you still have to wait like a while to get make sure it works.
Yeah, that's stupid too. But
I mean, I'm probably gonna risk it, but
well, yeah, it depends on what do you classify waiting. Like, you're
Well,
not
it's
going
like
full in, but
the appointment's like in 3 months.
yeah,
Like the check if he's still shooting or not.
blanks.
And the funniest thing when he was telling like what goes wrong, he's like, sometimes life finds a way. I was like, what do you mean? He's like,
Dude. He's
they
got
dig
kind
a
of
new-
got an Ian Malcolm look to him too.
He does. He's like, they dig a new tunnel. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they make a new one to go around.
I don't know.
Oh,
I feel like
fuck.
that's just his excuse for snipping the wrong tube.
Sure. Hey, it's good sales.
From what I
though.
understand, it happens a lot because I too went down the Reddit rabbit holes.
He told me 1 in 500.
Imagine you're that one.
Could very well be. He also told me 1 in 10,000 it goes really wrong, like infection wrong, like you lose something.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I was like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
No, that's scary.
But that's someone who jumps in a dirty hot tub immediately after getting the surgery and fucking gets like gangrene.
I waited 7 days to get in the public pool.
Told me to wait 7. I'll probably wait 5 to go in the hot tub.
Well, it's your hot
comfortable.
tub though.
It's my hot tub, yeah.
Yeah, it's different. It's
Over chlorinated. Everything's dead in there. Nothing
Yeah,
survives.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that sucked, but we did it.
Lots
We
of
did
stuff suck right now, Dan.
Yeah.
You're gonna turn us into Maganda.
Dan's trying to impose tariffs left and right on us. He's
on our
demanding
fucking
more from the show.
Aluminum on our metal now. Like I thought we had a cease fucking
Thought we had a
tariff
good
here.
deal. Good
Well,
deal.
I
We
guess
thought
not.
no.
You want Maganada, you got the fucking Gulf of America, and then we're getting the MAGA Strip coming soon too, I heard. Like, this is getting fucking ridiculous.
Oh, MAGA Strip.
The MAGA Strip.
It's a great name. You're going to turn it into the Riviera?
That's what he's saying. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be perfect.
Prime real estate. Can you just buy countries? Is that how it works?
I don't know. I think he's going in.
Going in? Tanks and all?
Yeah, that's
Boots
what
on
he
the
made it sound
ground?
like. And he's
Well, how do
already
you get-
saying it's like if they don't release hostages in a certain amount of time, Hamas doesn't. He's sending boots on the ground. How is this guy like? Does he
It's
sleep?
fun.
Does he sleep?
No, I don't think
there's
so.
so much happening every day. Like he's done more. Not saying good or bad, but he's done more than any other president I think in my lifetime in like a week.
At least he says he's doing a lot. I don't know
This is
what's
true.
actually going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
The lot being said, I have no idea.
How do you
lot of
feel
terror.
about these tariffs, though, Dad? Do you think it's going to fuck your economy as well? Like you guys are already paying more. Your eggs, you got no eggs.
Got no eggs. Eggs are all gone. I've seen the videos of Costco.
Yeah.
It's fucked. I got eggs up here
I'm talking to a real live American. I want to know. I want to know how you feel.
in the flesh.
Yeah, tell us.
I mainly, I've filtered out a lot of all of that stuff.
Dan's
so
off the politics. He's full Warhammer now. He doesn't give a fuck.
I've just
He's all Warhammer.
It's probably more peaceful.
insulated myself enough from that mentally from all that. So I pretty much like don't
But he's still got eggs at the store?
go into eggs at my store. Are they expensive? Yes, a little bit, but
Like how much for a dozen? What are we talking?
like $6.
That's not.
Okay,
I mean, it's American dollars, but that's about
Yeah.
the same here. 7 Canadian. If
Yeah.
unless you want to get like some real good farm eggs,
Yeah,
they charge you
it's
$8 or $9 a
regional.
dozen.
Like the photos of people going out, they might be other factors including there. I mean, it's just like, yeah. So I don't know. It's a wild. Like I said, it's just gonna be a wild 4 years. Like stuff's gonna happen, and
I can't even imagine.
Trying to keep my
it's
blood
just
pressure down.
starting. He's just took over, and things are fucking nuts.
Conspiracy talk. We got 4 years left of the podcast, boys. Let's get it going.
Yeah, no shit. Well, things should be booming. Like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
got nothing but content. Like,
Conspiratainment's going to boom.
everything here. You can't turn on anything without hearing about these tariffs in Canada. Like, it's literally dominating every single thing what we do.
Tariff
Like,
get it.
every third fucking commercial on the radio, it's like, buy Canadian.
Oh, you know what? The threat of the tariffs from Trump admin might have actually helped Canada in the end, because now we're like, oh shit, maybe we should do something different. So
As
all of a
long
sudden
as-
they're like knocking down. We have like provincial tariffs, pretty much, like in-country tariffs. So if I try and sell something to Alberta, it costs more. There's like a provincial tariff
Stupid.
tax. It's really dumb shit.
Stupid.
And now they're
Provincial
like,
trade
wait,
barriers are ridiculous.
they're like, maybe we actually don't need those. We just trade with ourselves a little more. And it makes sense. They're like, oh, thanks. Thanks, America. Thanks for
Yeah, but
making sure we're doing the right thing up here finally.
The scary thing is now you've had this giant liberal fucking war cry though, and now they're just climbing in the polls.
Dude, they're gonna steal it, just like 2020 in the
God,
States.
No. If Mark Carney wins, I'm moving, Dan. I'm coming to Virginia.
Dan, you don't the craziness about Canadian politics right now is we're at the end of 10 years of like a slow downfall of Canada in every metric you could ever count. Right? And then the guy he's led like what 3 different central
Goldman
banks.
Sachs,
He's led huge banks.
England,
He was a main advisor to the current government of all the bad decisions that have been made, and now he's becoming popular as being the next prime minister. And like, wait, but you caused all the problems. I don't understand. How could this even happen? It's crazy.
Scary. It's fucking
And
crazy.
there's a good chance because they have all the money,
Gonna win.
they might. And they might not win like a majority again, but you might be in the same pickle we're in currently.
Oh my God, Jagmeet, fuck off. Better not do it again.
And then imagine this, Dan. Imagine you had a third party in the States, right? That had 20% of the vote or whatever.
Sure.
And they had merged with the government, forming the government. And they were voting yes to everything, getting everything passed. Meanwhile, just constantly talking about how shitty the government it is. Like constantly, every day. Like, this government sucks. They're doing all this bullshit. You're like, you're the government.
Yeah, you supported
the guy.
You're the reason why they're in charge.
You're
I
the
mean-
only reason there's a government. If you didn't want one, you could say, nah, and there would be an election tomorrow. And he's like, nah, but I had to stay in power to get my pension,
Yeah.
which he got now. So now maybe we might have an election. It's crazy. I don't know what's happened. The world's gone fucking mad.
Well, yeah.
Bring in the robots, man.
North
They'll
America
do a better job.
especially.
Well, don't worry.
I think
We'll
it's
bring
over.
back.
It's in Australia. It's in Britain. It's fucking everywhere.
Is
It's
it
just,
bad everywhere?
I think so. It's not just Canada. We're not alone. Look at the look at the States. We're not alone.
Well, that's what I mean. I
It's the
said
same.
North America. It's
North
all-
America, yeah. We're going to war with cartels, right? The terrorist organizations now,
We
aren't they?
don't.
Is that what?
We don't have a border czar though. We haven't fucking brought our end of the bargain yet. Maybe that's why we're getting
We
these.
don't got to. Why do they call it the czar?
Aluminium
Why a
fucking
border czar? What is
I
that?
don't know,
What
it's
is
a
the
cool
czar
name,
going to
though.
do? It is a cool name, but what's the czar going to do?
name.
On the front lines and like a fucking mega tank,
Yeah.
just blasting immigrants
What are
crossing
Ron
over.
Paul's doing right now?
Should be at the front line. He get these terrorists done in a second.
We get our border czar in Canada. Our fucking border czar is just gonna be standing on a giant ice wall with a megaphone, being like, "Fuck off, eh? Don't fucking come here, bud."
We've got our own problems, eh?
Yeah, you don't want to come here.
You really only need border patrol 6 months of the year, because anyone else who tries to walk across freezes to death.
I was watching those videos. They caught people the other day, fucking trudging through snow
they-
and shit.
They fucking freeze to death.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. I would.
Every year, people die trying to cross. They there's an Indian family trying to cross with a hoodie. It's -40, and they make it 3 kilometers, and they just freeze to death.
Toast. Well, we have.
What were you thinking?
Every year we have some of our unhoused that die outside. Freeze to death.
After -5, -6 at night, you freeze to death.
It's crazy.
Unless you have Arctic gear. It's fucking.
Yeah.
If you're not, you could. Yeah, if it's -40 out and you're walking around dressed right, you're fine.
Yeah, not if
you
you're
just-
overdosing
you-
and not moving.
But yeah, you stop moving
freeze to death.
and you freeze to death. Why do people immigrate to Canada? Why, of all the places? It's just-
Free healthcare.
come on, man.
Yeah, it's too cold.
Because you can't get to America, so you come to Canada, the second choice,
Cheap healthcare, generic drugs.
I guess. Yeah, healthcare.
Yeah.
Used to be a good economy. It's kind
Yeah,
of
you
shit now.
get like an
Maybe it'll
X-ray
get
in
better.
fucking 8 months. That's good.
I got an X-ray in a week.
What?
Didn't even need it.
I just took it. I'll take
I told my dog-
radiation.
I
Fuck
get
it.
that.
I had like I sprained my ankle really bad playing volleyball. Like someone stepped on me and I rolled my ankle.
Yeah.
And it was for like 6 weeks, wasn't really getting better. So it was a bad sprain. Told my doctor, because I was there just for blood work and to get my vasectomy referral. And I was like, oh, well, while I'm here, like I got this fucking ankle
one of
thing.
those
She's like,
guys,
oh, right,
eh?
I'll get you an X-ray. I was like,
You save up
all right.
about 3 or 4 different things to fucking unload on the poor GP.
No, I was still in there for 6 minutes. Got blood work. I got a vasectomy referral. I got an X-ray referral.
It's a lot.
6 minutes. It was awesome. Well, I'll go back in 4 more years.
Did your doctor get all doom and gloom with you with their vector? Are you sure? What happens if one of your children die? You sure you want to get this done?
Nope, she didn't.
My doctor tried
She
to talk
rules,
me out of
actually.
it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
She said, "Are you happy with 2?" I went, "Absolutely." She went, "All right."
I'm actually miserable with 2, but that's besides the point. Get rid of these
I'd be
fucking
more miserable with 3, so let's stop there.
fucking rights.
So, what else we got? Speaking of life, we'll find a way. It's happening.
Talk to us, Dan.
Well, first, like
It's
because I brought
happening.
up this topic because I saw the new Jurassic Park trailer the other day.
I watched it Rebirth.
I
Fucking
don't watch. I don't watch.
ScarJo.
Most people know I don't watch many
Scarlett
trailers.
Johansson is
Yeah,
getting
I don't watch
on
many
the
trailers,
Jurassic
but I was
World.
like, all right, I'll watch this one.
She's one of the most beautiful ladies ever.
Yeah.
She's got
Apparently-
Mount Rushmore.
She's
Apparently,
number one for me.
she's wanted
She's number
to
one, I
be
think.
in a Jurassic Park film for like a really long time.
I
Like every
think
time the
that's-
films come out, she's like always like she said like she just had an interview in like Variety or something. It was like every time there was a Jurassic Park movie like announcement, if she was like, I would send the trade papers to my agent and be like, I'm available.
There's no
make
way.
sure.
Let me in.
There's no way. She would have been in every one. No one's ever saying no to that woman. They'd be like, yes. You want to be the T-Rex? You
They
can.
had Bryce Dallas
Whatever
Howard.
you
on
wanna
board.
do.
Yeah,
You want to be
yeah,
the old
yeah,
man that
yeah.
starts? Yeah, you could do it.
Want to get eaten by a raptor? Done.
Sure.
It's true. She's beautiful. She's number 1.
Oh, dude. She's up there. I don't know. We can't be throwing around number 1
For longevity, for me, she's number 1. It's been like 20
That's a
years
good
of
point.
Scarlett Jo. She's never really changed.
Yeah, still rock it.
watching the trailer is like a bizarre premise for the, not even a bizarre premise. It's just like it's so crazy. They're like, okay, we need to go
Wait,
back.
let me guess
to
what
this
happens.
island. Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to go back to the island, right?
Right,
And
another
not the
island.
main island,
No,
the Isla Nublar.
Isla Sorna.
no,
Or-
another one.
There's a new one.
There's a
another
third
one.
island?
The third or fourth, maybe fourth island. I'm not sure.
Because
That's like from the book, isn't it?
In the book, wasn't there 5? I think
there
it
was
something
5,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Fuck, I should
So
read
they're
that.
like, we have
Yes.
to,
Yeah.
we have to go to another island, and this island is where they kept all the bad dinosaurs.
the worst dinosaur.
It's like
The worst
Australia.
this is where they
Sent all
kept.
the fucking criminal dinosaurs over to the fucking Australia island.
I mean, really, for the whole thing, like they had me pretty much on board where they're like, this is where they kept the mistakes. I was like, oh, okay, this
like
sounds fun.
hybrids.
I was like, okay, this sounds
Hybrids.
fun.
Mongoloid fucking dinosaurs.
You know,
Well, that was the one. That was like one in Dominion where it was like a T Rex, but also had like raptor DNA and it was like super
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
smarter
yeah.
T
I didn't
Rex.
see that
no,
one.
that was Jurassic World. I mean, they had the
We were getting close with
Jurassic
the
World was the Dominus Rex or whatever. Like that was
Dominus Rex,
And
that's what it
Dominus
was,
Rex
yeah.
was in World.
Jurassic World? No.
Jurassic World, yeah, where it's
Yeah.
the theme park again.
Isn't that the second one?
No,
Jurassic World?
Dominion was
Dominion's the second one.
Jurassic
Yeah,
World,
they
the
had
second
the
one.
laser guy. They had the laser guided raptor in the Dominion.
See, this is
one.
what you're talking about. You're talking about laser. We're like one fucking movie away from dinosaurs in space.
Yeah.
Like this is getting kind of whack.
I hope it gets there.
No,
Yeah.
that's like the fucking Vin Diesel, fucking Too Fast, Too Furious.
All I really
bullshit.
want is a Dino Crisis movie where it's like
Awesome.
Resident Evil but with
Yeah,
dinosaurs. Like
that's. I'm on board with that.
But like this one, it's like they're like, oh, we have to go back to this other island and we have to get samples from all the biggest dinosaurs on that island. And I'm like, what does it have to be the
Why?
biggest? It doesn't- I don't know.
Why do you need to?
I
why?
don't know
doesn't
why it's the
matter, but
biggest
they
ones.
need the biggest
That's not really
dinos.
clear. That's not clear in the.
You're losing me already.
I know, but it's such a.
I would
dumb
play the
premise
trailer
that I'm
right
like,
now, but we'll get this video pulled at like the last
Yeah,
one.
You
for
had
sure.
me at ScarJo, and now you're losing me a bit with this.
I don't know.
The biggest
There's like
dinos.
Yeah,
there's just some clips from him. I'm like, I'm probably gonna end up like watching at some point. Will I pay to watch it? I don't think so, but like,
So you're telling me, Andrew, if I came to you and I was like, I'm putting together a team,
Yep.
we're going to go to an island. It has dinosaurs,
Yep.
but not just regular dinosaurs. The biggest, baddest dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You're going to say no?
100%. You have like you lost me at Island. I'm like, I don't know.
It's just-
Mosquitoes probably and shit. Like it sounds.
And it's so funny
The
because
mosquitoes are the fucking size of a racket.
yeah, no.
in the first movie, they're like, okay, we've got like, what if the dinosaurs break out? They're like, okay, well, they're all female. And they're like, okay, well, no, they're made for frog DNA. Okay. And they switch sexes.
Some
And you're like,
frogs
oh,
are
okay.
asexual. And
Great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay.
That's such
And then
a
in
cool
the second
fucking
one, they're
concept.
like, okay, what if they break out? No, we have the lysine contingency and that the dinosaurs will die without, this certain supply of the
they
molecule
eat some
or
certain
compound or
plants
whatever.
that have
yeah,
that
and then they're like
lysine.
but they eat the plants and whatever. I'm like, so what was the third island contingency? Like all of these contingencies fucking suck. Like they all are terrible.
No, Ian Malcolm had it right the whole time.
Like none of them work.
Life finds a way.
None of them work. The dinosaurs look cool. The
Especially when
CGI
you have
looks
fucking
cool.
flying dinosaurs. Like, what are you thinking about? Why even make pterodactyls?
It's such a bad
What are
idea.
you thinking?
They had to put something in those giant
Listen,
atriums or whatever, the giant
here's the thing though,
aviariums
like
or whatever.
you got this idea for fucking Jurassic Park. It's
Yeah.
fucking crazy. It's cool. It's
a great idea.
You could literally get away with getting all fucking herbivore fucking dinosaurs, and everyone would be like, "This is amazing."
Yeah.
There
You
is
could get
no
away
need
with-
for you to make a Velociraptor or a T-Rex.
No.
Or
You
any
could
of
have
that
got away
shit.
with
Like,
making
why?
one. You could get away with making one dinosaur.
Yes,
Just
totally.
one species of a bunch of fucking long necks, brachiosaurs or something.
Spare no expense.
That's it.
That's not the Hammond
They're definitely not getting out. And if they do, what are you going to do? They're not going to eat you.
No,
You might step on your
you.
car or something. Yeah.
But like that's good enough.
That's a
But
bad
why you,
movie,
like,
though. That's a
don't be
terrible
making
movie, a
shit
bad
that eats
book.
you.
It's
Well,
a
it's
bad
like-
book, though.
We already have enough of those things.
So this one, they're saying like they're going to go back to like there's some clips in that one that look genuinely interesting.
I hope
There's,
somebody
like,
gets
it
eaten
looks a
off a
little bit
toilet.
more probably. And there's a little
nostalgia.
bit of like more horror to it is what they're saying, but it also looks kind of like Tomb Raider-y. I don't know. I hope it's kind of like Kong Skull Island where it gets kind of like, goofy
Kong Skull
crazy.
Island was awesome.
Yeah, and I hope it's kind of that vibe that goes down in it. And I'm like, that would be fun. Like, people like dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. The CGI looks cool. As long as it's kind of, you have some kind of, the premise is just kind of dumb. We're like, we have to go get the biggest dinosaurs. That doesn't make any sense.
It's like it was made by like a fucking 5-year-old.
I know.
Going through
And
these
it's like,
dinosaurs, basically.
we got to get some certain chemical that we can use to make some kind of drug. And I'm like, that's not really that great.
Oh, it's all
Like,
about, it's big pharma's getting in on the
yeah,
dinos.
it's like that's the whole thing is like we got to get this chemical from these
What's that?
dinosaurs.
Engine? What's
I don't know if it's
InGen.
Engine or it's
InGen
another
was
one.
the
no Engine went
first company.
bankrupt. They're gone, aren't they?
so you think they got some kind of shadow company in there now?
There's another company. I don't know. I think I can't remember if Engine still exists. Because what was it? No, because the other guy bought it in Jurassic World. It was an Engine like that. The one,
I don't know.
whatever. Bryce Dallas Howard's boss guy got killed in the helicopter.
Oh, I didn't see. Lost World is what I was thinking about. I've only seen the first two. The rest of
okay.
it just looks so whack. I'm like, this.
Jurassic World was okay. I didn't see the second one was
It's got
it
Peter
really
Quill
bad.
in there. I'm getting sick of that.
And
guy.
then I didn't watch the third one. I didn't even watch it on a plane.
Well, isn't there only, there's Jurassic World, Jurassic World Dominion.
Minion, and then there's
And that's it?
No. There's three of them.
Oh, is there?
There's the one with the laser guided raptors, and then there's one is the dinosaurs.
laser
are loose.
guided raptors. Like what? What are you doing, guys?
It's like it's not. Maybe it's not Dominion, but the third one I think is Dominion.
Wait, is that the one
Jurassic
with the
World's-
fucking T-Rex goes invisible?
That's Jurassic World.
Yeah, man. I was at fucking Universal Studios, and next thing you know, I got this fucking dinosaur I've never seen before trying to eat me. This giant white.
Oh, okay. No, we got
Fuck is
Jurassic
this?
World, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom,
That's this is the
Jurassic
second one.
World Dominion,
Dominion,
and then
now
Jurassic
Rebirth.
World 4 coming out this
This is
summer.
Rebirth, I think. Whatever. But I don't know. The second one was really ridiculous and
No, I
stupid.
just thought of something about these. So these dinos are on the island, right?
yeah.
And we know when stuff gets like marooned on the island, it adapts to the size of the island. And these islands are tiny.
gonna be
Dinosaurs
tiny.
just keep getting bigger
They're just huge.
somehow. Like you think you'd have a T-Rex that was like a quarter of the size because that's all the food it could eat. Just evolved that way. But no,
Well,
that's
yeah, you see
fucking
what it
big.
was eating too. It's like they're feeding this thing a little goat.
Yeah,
T-Rex
that's
eating
not
a tiny
enough.
ass
That's a
goat.
snack. That's like one chicken nugget.
I don't know. Well, and then he
So-
ate a bunch of people.
Like, well, he ate one.
One goat.
He only ate one. He only ate one other person that we know of.
And the
Toilet
warrior,
guy,
yeah.
I guess. T-Rex only
Yeah.
got one guy. Toilet guy.
He ate the toilet guy.
Geraldo or whatever.
No, he ate one of those. He ate one of those. The Gallimimuses. Got one of them.
That's true. Yeah, he did eat another dinosaur.
Probably.
I guess they're only there for the weekend on that movie, so
Yes,
Yeah.
we don't really know.
we don't know how much he was eating.
I don't know. It's a Jurassic Park.
I'm gonna
movie.
watch
How
it.
can
I've
you
watched.
like that?
No, but now that I go through the list, I don't think I've seen the second one, Fallen Kingdom.
I don't think you have to. That one's really bad.
I bet you all of the new ones are fucking whack.
I think if you put it on in the background, yeah, like I would like.
Well, I know. I just
Third
remember
one,
Jurassic,
I think I started watching it, but
Jurassic
I
World
fell
was just a
asleep
bunch
on
of
plane watching
nostalgic
it.
callbacks, right? You've seen the Jeep
Yeah.
and a lot of the same.
Well, when they play the
lines
score, you're just like, all right.
Yeah.
yeah, huge nostalgic throwback. It's kind of like the Force Awakens. You're like, oh, okay, it's not bad.
Like, I
Could
mean,
be
I'm at the
better.
point now where it's been so long. Like, I could just throw on the first one and watch that for nostalgia. And be
Yeah.
happy, right?
I
don't
actually
need to
just
see
did.
it.
It's still
like 2
dinosaurs.
weeks ago.
Like
still
dinosaurs are
awesome.
still cool. Like
It's good
I will
acting. It's
still-
fucking cool. Like,
I always
The
want to see
T-Rex
different
scene in
dinosaurs.
Jurassic
I don't
Park
know. It's always
still
fun.
is awesome.
well, the CGI. Well, it's not even like they had puppets too,
It's like,
right?
it's like a hybrid.
animatronic.
Yeah.
They use a hybrid. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
That holds up.
Like,
But, like,
wonder if my
Jurassic
kids
Park-
ready to watch it.
Some of it was cool. It's like Jurassic Park
No.
3 had the Spinosaur, and I was like, that's cool. Like it's a cool.
Oh yeah,
dinosaur.
Spinosaurus aegypticus.
Dinosaurs are cool.
I always want to see like different dinosaurs, and you're like, when they in this one, the newest one, they showed all the clips. I was like, oh, the dinosaurs look cool. Like I still want to see it.
I'll
You know,
watch it.
probably. And I was like, the premise isn't bad. Like I used to think I don't know, that's when my thinking changed, where it was like I used to think I want to see dinosaurs on the land. I want to see them get out and I want to see them running around in the US. And then I saw that and I was like, you know what, this sucks. Go back to the island. Like I
Or
was
just
like,
makes sense.
no,
We're back.
no.
I've
I
seen
just wanna-
dinosaurs in the museum and
yeah,
shit.
exactly. I was like, I want them back on the island. Like that's more fun because
It's scarier. That's so much scarier.
because like you're in there.
Yeah.
You're in their house, you know, and then it's scarier. Where it's just like, yeah,
So
like
much
you're not
scarier.
when they're just like running around buildings and stuff. You're like, oh, you got cars and all kinds of stuff. And you're like, it doesn't work. But when you're
We have
running,
tanks.
they got the long grass, you know. Stay out of the long grass.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that was a great scene
Classic.
too. Yeah.
That's such a fucking
Still think this too.
that right there, the whole scene where she's trying to get to the fucking like turn the power on, like that is Dino Crisis,
Yeah.
right? Like that's like you're on the edge of your seat, being like, "This is fucking terrifying."
That-
and he's
the-
when she's in the elevator and he'll hold on to your butts, and then his arms like that's fucking so scary.
In the second one, that RV scene is the T-Rex and
Oh,
RV scene.
yes. Oh,
yeah,
It's still like one of the best scenes.
That is a
like
fucking
any
awesome scene, dude.
one
Just
of
the
some
eye.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, and what's his face going out there with the fucking winch and stuff, and you're just like, this is good.
Eddie's a hero. He's a goddamn hero.
Goddamn hero.
He saved their life by revving the engine as he slowly got eaten, ripped out of there.
fucking crazy. I don't know. Yeah, it's just like, yeah,
I
they got
need to rewatch
ScarJo.
Lost Boys.
I can't believe. I kind of wish like they got ScarJo, but I'm like, man, I kind of wish John Cena was in this. Like,
John Cena.
I just, if they would have put John Cena instead of ScarJo,
He
I'd be like,
wrestles a fucking
ScarJo, so like
velociraptor.
put him in like little sexy jean shorts and stuff,
Yeah.
being like
Yeah.
the feminine lead.
cut off jean shorts with the little like.
mean,
Lara
that's eye
Croft
candy in a different
holsters,
way.
and I'd be like, yeah, it's whatever. Man.
Cena's ripped.
See, it was awesome.
Be hilarious.
Who doesn't,
He'd
who
be
doesn't love
unstoppable.
a
None of the dinosaurs could
half-naked-
see him.
So I mean, he would be single-handedly wrestling the Raptors, just like fucking crushing them.
Yeah. I don't know.
Breaking
It's always
the
hard for
necks.
me. She's supposed to be like the leader of this like crack squad, and I just
Like
I
a
never
task
buy
force.
it. I never buy it.
Why can't you
Like,
buy
It's
it?
like
I can't buy ScarJo.
I can't guarantee
like-
your safety. That's in the trailer. It's like what do you mean?
I'd be like, yeah, what do I pay you for then? Like, what do we pay you
Yeah,
for?
but we're
It's
also
just-
going to like fuck. That's like being like, I can't guarantee your safety. We're going to Grizzly Bear Island. Like, yeah, no shit.
I'm paying
This
you
is
to
more so.
guarantee it.
Terrifying.
Like Grizzly Bear Island. It's Dinosaur Island. Oh man, like we got to go back to the island. The first island?
we don't.
The
Nuke
other
the
island.
fucking island.
No,
Nuke
no.
it. Get rid
The
of it.
other island. Oh, okay. Does this one have dinosaurs? Yeah, but it says the bad dinosaurs. I'm like, what?
I thought in Jurassic World 3 had terrifying dinosaurs. So
Yeah, I was
they
like, I
keep
thought
getting more
those were the
terrifying.
bad dinosaurs. You're like, no.
I thought
these are
T-Rex was the
worst
baddest
dinosaurs.
motherfucker on the planet, and he's been on all the islands. So
Wait, they're like, these were the mistakes. And like, why are they still alive?
I hope it gets. Actually, I hope they go all the way and it gets insane. Like it has two heads, like a T-Rex with two heads.
There's a part in there. There's a quick clip in there. It looks like there's something really weird. Like, cause there's some guy in like a biosuit, like pounded on a window and something's big behind him. And
they got like a mecha T-Rex.
I don't know what it is. Don't know. You can't see it really in the clip, but I don't know. It could be something really weird. Two-headed T-Rex. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Be insane. Be real fun.
Most insane dinosaurs ever.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about bringing things back.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.
Yeah, let's de-extinct something a little more recent.
Because besides the Jurassic Park thing, it had me looking at it. I was like, what is our status on bringing back the woolly mammoth? Like, where are we on that? Like,
I thought we did.
I need an update. No, not yet. We're not there yet. Apparently,
they found enough DNA to maybe do it, but
I think they were like getting pretty close because I think the original plan was like to backbreed was the concept of like getting like they were going to get to a point where they can like, okay, we can breed selective traits from elephant species to able to make our way back to the woolly mammoth, which I think they're doing with another. Was it the oryx? The oryx was like a wild European cattle that went extinct in like the 17th century, and they're trying to do the same thing with that species, but with the woolly mammoth. With the woolly mammoth, there's that Colossal Biosciences, which is if there's a sci-fi evil science corporation.
If there's an umbrella corp, it's them.
Yeah, if you're like, there's an engine, like this is Colossal Biosciences, like this sounds exactly like what you would think it was. And it's really funny because Colossal Biosciences is apparently working on 3 like de-extincted, like at least 3 separate species and maybe some other stuff. But it's like the woolly mammoth, the thylacine or Tasmanian tiger, and the dodo. And it's funny because like they always refer to them as their flagship species, which this is really like weird corporate.
That is.
For me, it feels very, commercial. You're like,
these will be our heavy hitters,
Yeah, these are flags. Really you're coming out with the Dodo 14 now in pearl pink or something. You're like, okay,
they incorporate CRISPR into it. They start changing colors.
It's got a bigger camera on this one. So since Colossal Biosciences has like been around, I say it's like 2021, they've raised $435 million in total funding for, let's see, what was it? That's bringing it up to a total of like they're valued at like $10.2 billion, and that they've been putting all this money into these efforts of like de-extincting these 3 specific species, which is, it's mind-boggling that this is actually like this stuff is really happening. Remember like Jurassic Park, you're just like in your head, like you're reading a Michael Crichton book. It's like almost fantasy, whatever. And it's like, no, it's really happening. It's really happening.
We're doing it right. We're not doing anything that's going to fucking eat you.
Right. It's like, okay,
it's just because we haven't found intact DNA of those species yet. We haven't found the mosquito trapped in amber, Right. We haven't found that.
Don't be making fucking killer things.
Yeah. Well, it's like they're working on these 3 specific species, since these are ones that have gone extinct, which from what we can tell is like mainly due to human like intervention. Whereas like,
the
mammoth
asteroid blasted the ice caps and incinerated them all instantly. That's what happened to them.
No, there's thylacines alive in like the 40s.
Yeah, we have videos of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have film footage of those ones. Not dodos, and dodo's definitely dead. And
definitely not mammoths. Mammoth's been dead for a long
time.
Not that long. I think only like 10,000 years or something.
And the pyramids were like, they were still around when the pyramids were built.
That's not that long.
It's 1,000 years
in the history of the world. That's fuck all.
Yeah.
I guess.
We find these mammoths frozen solid in the tundra and like
permafrost. Well, that's where they've gotten a lot of their DNA things. And I think that they said that like they've got enough that they put together like a full, pretty much functioning genome.
They've sequenced the whole genome.
And we were like, okay, we're getting ready to get this one going here. I'm
pretty sure the world's only 6,000 years old, according to the Bible. So
6,000
I think you're wrong.
and 20
That's what Jesus said.
years old.
And with these ones, like I think, so they've like not only like they've made huge like advances in like other with all of this money, right? And they're doing all this research and like pioneering these breakthroughs of all this genetic research. And there's a bunch of stuff that they probably patented, slapped it on a lunchbox, and put it out there.
Slapped it on a plastic lunchbox and boom, they're selling. Boom, they're selling.
And with all of this going on, like another thing that they're working on is like I think if they're trying to decide like whether they're going to do the thing where it's like, okay, you're going to do artificial insemination with these things and like bring them back, use an elephant as a surrogate mom. Surrogate to birth these mammoths, like, or they're also working on technology for actual like artificial wombs. Like they're like, we pretty much have like a couple of functioning ones.
It's a slippery slope. I don't know.
Well, it's like they said they're definitely not researching them for human use, but they're like, man, but the technology might have applications other ways.
Maybe they're delicious. Maybe they're delicious.
What, mammoths?
Yeah, imagine like a mammoth fucking ribeye.
See the size of the steaks they're eating in fucking Flintstones?
So imagine a mammoth ribeye steak. It's like a fucking 50-pound ribeye.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, because I think like the whole thing was like, okay, if they did have like if they managed to produce a breeding population, they're like, we would put them. I think some of the scientists and the advocates of like bringing them back, they're like, we could just put them back like where they were, and it would actually be beneficial to the environment at that point, because it's like they're just like natural grazers, and they would just like go back to doing what they were doing, and it would be they'd fit right in.
I want to see
like it would
one fight a polar bear.
It can happen too. Yeah. Like a polar bear would like mess with them, really. Like I don't know.
You think so?
Woolly mammoth.
They're huge.
Polar bear have
elephant
they haven't
size.
seen a predator though. Like I don't has a polar bear
They
seen
are
something
the-
it can't kill?
They're so big. Like
That's what I mean though. Like
Polar bear is the largest predator.
Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a polar
it
bear
is.
probably will size that thing up and be like, yeah, but like I haven't been stopped yet, so
This is. I feel like it was just like launch one. I've seen an
How much
elephant,
bigger is
like,
a
take
woolly
fucking
mammoth
crank,
than an
like a
elephant?
crane.
Oh, it's like
yeah, it's
they
crazy.
take it
I've
like
seen
a
that too.
freaking
Yeah.
like a bulldozer, and it's just like doesn't even. I don't even care.
okay. If an elephants are like just under 4 meters, the biggest, and a woolly mammoth is over 5 meters.
Like I saw an elephant eat a rhino, and I was like, okay,
What?
So you're
What?
Eat
a rhino?
No, eat.
Oh,
Wow,
we said
yeet.
eat. I'm like,
No,
what
not
are we
eat.
talking here?
Oh,
Do
just like-
not
just like
make
fucking
woolly mammoths.
eat.
They're gonna
Eat
eat everybody.
well, no, that was actually
Or no, maybe it was a water
before-
buffalo or something.
Before you got on, I was talking to Dan about it. I was like, imagine we bring these fucking mammoths back, and the reason humans like say we did hunt them to extinction because they're actually like slightly carnivorous, and they were fucking eating people. Just like grab like trunking them and just slamming them on the
Hey,
ground and slurping them down.
Stop it all.
And that's why we're like, we got to kill everything.
Shut it all
Every
down.
mammoth that we see.
You see him with just fucking like 60 dudes lined up on their horns, just impaled on each side.
Yeah,
wearing,
just
like
spearing
necklaces,
everyone.
just, like fucking. Oh, scary.
Yeah, they're fucking big. So it's there's the mammoth and the mastodon were the extinct. Woolly mammoth. Oh, there's another mammoth. There's 3 different mammoths actually. Woolly
Yeah.
mammoth. What does that one say? Oh, this is a YouTube video. Fuck.
There's like
It
a
says
mammoth, like a
it says an
southern
African
mastodon.
mammoth?
There might be a couple, like several species.
American
There's different ones.
mastodon, which is actually a little smaller, the woolly
Yeah.
mammoth, and the African savanna elephant are all actually they're not that different in size. I guess we don't really know because we haven't really found all the mammoths. Like there could have
No.
been bigger ones that we haven't found yet.
They're all stuck
Interesting.
found them all.
Yeah,
in
it's
the
crazy.
brain
So,
tar
like-
pits.
I always kind of knew, though my knowledge of cloning was from Jurassic Park. That's
Sure.
all I really
As
fucking knew.
most of us were,
as
like,
most people are.
kids.
But you know what? Jurassic Park wasn't that far off.
No,
So pretty much
Michael
I went-
Crichton did his shit. Like he did his research.
He does.
Yeah.
All his books are like pretty
Yeah.
fucking heavily researched where it's like, yeah, that could definitely happen.
Yeah.
Because I went
Congo
and looked up
could
just
happen.
like what are the steps to de-extinction, right? It's first finding the DNA, which we found.
Sequence it.
Sequencing, right? Sequencing the DNA, which we found. So we got to find an intact. You can't just like find like a little speck in a bone. You need like a piece of flesh.
Or you have to find enough samples that you can. Because I think with
That you
these
can-
ones, they said the Colossals process was like they had to find enough. They found enough samples that they could kind of like run them against each other and then figure out like they they took the ones that they had available, then they ran them against like modern day, at least for the mammoth, they said like modern day elephants and the hyrax, which is like a small rodent thing, which is it's a close relative. It's the closest relative to the it's the closest relative to the elephant. If you look it up, it's a hyrax. It's like it looks like a fucking rat. Like it's not that big. And then they said like they ran them against each other to see like which pieces were missing. They'll be like, okay, we can like slot these in.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Then so they sequence what they find that they're missing. They take a living sample of something close to fill in the gaps and complete the code. You remember?
Boom.
Use the fucking frog, right?
Yep.
Use the frog in Jurassic Park, which never made sense because the frog is amphibian. I thought reptiles would be closer, but I don't know. What do I know? And then they're going to use two methods. Either they can clone it, which is pretty much putting the DNA into a closely related species egg cell, like an elephant. Mm-hmm. And then if that works, it would be like a surrogate elephant giving birth to a fucking woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Or the other option,
frogs, because they can flip flop sexes, right?
But they didn't know that. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, but that's why he chose them for the.
Oh, that's why he chose them.
Yeah.
I guarantee there's some lizards that do that too.
Special,
though.
Is there? I don't know.
I don't know either. I wouldn't be surprised though. Yeah. And then the other option is gene editing style, like CRISPR. So you use CRISPR. You take something like an elephant DNA. You give it the traits of the extinct species, and then you use like an artificial womb,
right,
to grow it.
Because there was, and then but then there was the other one where they were gonna they were gonna do the back breeding, where it's like they would maybe replace some of the traits, and then they would sequential or whatever, like.
If we're fucking making
down generations,
dinosaurs and woolly mammoths and all this shit, we still don't have a cure for baldness. It's like, this is bullshit.
I'm not fucking lose my mind.
It's fucking bullshit.
We can bring back a creature literally covered in hair.
Yeah, but you can't bring back mine.
You can't bring this hair back.
No.
It's bullshit, man.
This is garbage.
They probably have the cure for baldness, but they realize they'll make more money selling like
fucking
products don't really work. Yeah.
Foam that we rub onto our forehead.
Yeah, a bunch of stuff that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
They make more money off that. That's probably
funny. They've made so many other so many medications from blood pressure medications that they've been trying to make, like Viagra, fucking.
Oh, just like accidents.
And like Rogaine and shit. Like that was all initially fucking antihypertensives, and they're like, oh, but it grows hair and makes their dicks hard, so let's package that up and make some money.
Done.
Yeah, it's funny. I was reading this thing, like when they were doing the tests for Viagra, they like gave out all the samples, realized didn't do anything for people's blood pressures, but nobody wanted to give the medication back, and they couldn't figure out why. And until they started looking into it, and they're like, "Oh, okay, so it's got other applications."
Right. I get raging boners whenever I want them.
Yeah, I'm happier. My wife's happier. Everybody's happy. I'm keeping it.
Your chance of heart attack, doesn't your chance of heart attack go up if you take Viagra a lot?
It's interesting. I don't think so. I mean, it's a vasodilator, but I bet you're probably closer in age and demographic of having a heart attack if you have because the reason why you need Viagra is because you have like PVD or something, like peripheral vascular disease or something, like you have a blood flow problem, right? Like I would imagine.
So just your health risks in general are elevated. Then you take that, and then
I would assume the people who suffer from that issue are probably not very healthy to begin with.
Your cardiovascular health is already diminished because you haven't fucking ran in 20 years, and then all of a sudden you're trying to bang 4 times a week. It's over.
I'm telling you, well, I've been there. I've gone a few times where somebody's fucking laying fully torqued on the ground. I mean, if you're gonna go, that's the way to go.
It's not the worst way.
No,
it's not the worst way.
It's the way to go.
Like a severe heart attack, that's not a lot of pain.
No, and while you're like having a good time, you're probably just like, just
like, and then, I just hurt myself again. Fuck.
Oh, Zell, too animated, buddy.
Zell's throwing up on the ground.
Yep. I'm only 8 hours post. Yeah, I got a little too animated.
I'm impressed that you're here for the boys. I mean, like, listen, You had
Keep
your
the streak
bag,
alive.
dude. You had your bag cut open today, and you're here for the boys. Braden couldn't even be here for the boys.
Well, it's not even the bag though. It's like it's kind of up on the side a little bit.
Yeah, but still, you had your bag operated on, and you made the show. Braden, not so much.
Braden has. Yeah, I won't even say why he's not here. It's fucking terrible reason.
But he's not here for the boys. That's all we know.
That's all right.
That's it.
He had more important things to do, I guess.
Yeah.
Had to attend to the conflict and discord.
Yeah. Sad.
I don't even know who's. For some reason, my chat says something went wrong, but it says the stream is working. So I'm not sure how many people are in there. But if you have a question, I can't read it. These guys can maybe read it, or maybe I checked the streaming computer. Let's check one.
Tell you what, I don't even know there was a chat. I can't see it.
Don't know. I don't think I've never had the chat up.
Yeah.
Very bad at it.
I don't know.
All right, we're going back to Jurassic Park. There's a question in the chat.
Let's hear it.
A multiverse question.
Okay.
What if it said Newman, but it's Newman from Seinfeld. What if Dennis Nedry? What if he got away with the embryos? What happens?
There'd be fucking a whole different you'd have like
Engine
Universal
parks.
Studios versus Disneyland of dinosaur parks.
There'd be dinosaurs. They'd be got loose on the continent in droves. There'd be fucking herds of T-Rex just murking people in New York.
But that ended up happening anyways.
Yeah.
But they only had a few on which actually got over. They didn't get a full herd, did they?
Yeah, these guys are going to start a whole.
Oh no!
different
And
herd somewhere else.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you didn't see in the second Jurassic World. They get loose. They're everywhere.
Oh, they're everywhere.
Well, that's the whole plot of like the third Jurassic World movie is like they're all over the place. Like they're everywhere.
okay.
You got raptors running through Marrakesh and freaking brontosaurs in Las Vegas and all kinds of crazy shit.
Since we're on like movie kind of topics here, I got something. It's kind of movie-ish. It's been touched.
Movie-ish?
It's
Movie
been dabbled.
adjacent.
So it's a quick little history lesson here. All right. So we know the Queen of Sheba visits Solomon. According to Ethiopian tradition, the Queen of Sheba traveled to Jerusalem to meet King Solomon around 950 BC. Also mentions in her visit describing her as a powerful queen who can test Solomon's wisdom. They have a son named Melanick I. Melanick, like years later, Melanick has grown up at this point. He travels to Jerusalem to meet his father, Solomon, because he grew up without his father. Solomon welcomed him in warmly, offered him the throne, but Melanick decided, you know what, like, not for me, I'm going to return back to Ethiopia. But before he leaves back for Ethiopia, decides to take something with him.
Oh, what was
Before
it?
he left, Solomon took a group of Israelite nobles and basically heisted the Ark of the Covenant.
From where?
From fucking King Solomon. So
From his mines.
So in Jerusalem, yeah. So the story
I
says
have
that
heard this
Melanick and his followers took the ark and brought it to Ethiopia, where it's placed in Axum, the ancient capital of Ethiopia.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking
All
about.
right. So now, fast forward a few years, right? We've got Axum, it's in like northern Ethiopia, in the province of Tigray. They've got, it's pretty cool. If you look it up, they've got these like giant stone, like 110 foot obelisks. They're not called obelisks, but they look just like obelisks. I forget, they're called like
standing
steels or
stone
something
tower.
like that, right? It's really fucking cool. So the Christians actually believe that the ark is located in a church called Our Lady Mary of Zion,
Yep.
which it's crazy. This church is guarded at all. So not only like Axum's almost like it's like a military camp city for the most part. And then this church itself is guarded 24/7 by armed fucking guards. Right. And then inside this church, they have a monk these guys get chosen, right? And selected to guard what they say is the Ark of the Covenant, and they all end up suffering from like cataracts and other radiation type sicknesses.
People who work there?
The monks that guard it directly, and like
That's what they say, yeah.
they get
Put
chosen.
a cloth over it.
It's already encased in gold, which is supposed to be a really good insulator, right? But still,
Yeah.
like these guys only live a certain amount of time. They're their tours are pretty short because these guys are fucking dying off from whatever random illnesses they get. Like these guys that get chosen, these monks that get chosen to guard the ark supposedly directly, a lot of them end up like fleeing Ethiopia because they're like, fuck that, I don't want to die. But it's super interesting. I was getting into it. I was reading. It's from Graham Hancock's first book. I think it's the Seal and the Sigil or something like that.
Oh yeah. Something like that. So they have the
I've heard
Ark of the
about that a
Covenant,
whole bunch, yeah.
the main artifact that would prove Christianity right.
But nobody can see it except them.
They're not allowed.
No
They
one
can't
can see
show
it.
anything. But it's interesting. Like you got the radiation sicknesses, right? That these guys, like, it's weird that they're all getting cataracts and stuff like that. And then you look in like the history of Ethiopia. You have in the Bible, it's fact that the ark had gone there, right? Like we know that. It's really too like Ethiopia has like ancient Judaism ties, right? Like they have like sects of Jews there, which is super interesting.
It's like the Black Israelites, right? Isn't that what's going on?
And then you also look in the fact that like look at Ethiopia itself. It's never been colonized ever, right? Like that's pretty fucking crazy.
That's rare. That's rare for the last few hundred years.
I wonder if because they got, heavy hitting weapons. Like we know, Dan, you'll know better than I. But
they got like a mini nuke just sitting there all the time, ready to use,
ready to go. And then like, because the official narrative is the Babylonians destroyed the ark, right?
Is that what they say?
Or the
When
temple,
the
Solomon's temple?
Babylonians sacked fucking Jerusalem, they supposedly destroyed I'm trying to get back into I'll look it up.
Because the ark was like the device, didn't they say they marched around the walls of Jerusalem with the fucking
supposed to
ark
get-
and
it
it
was
shook
the
the
weapon.
walls
It
to
was-
the ground? Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to
it's
contain the 10 Commandments. Is like what it was supposed to have inside of it. I think.
Yeah, but it also
also
like you cracked
crumbled
it, and you
walls.
shoot fire out of it.
lightning bolts and
And
fire.
it give people tumors. Like didn't it? That was it. It gave people like
Weird.
radiation.
Imagine the fucking ark. Some poor soul stumbled onto some
There's
fucking uranium.
and there's I think there's a certain there's actually a certain part of the Bible that I remember reading, and it's like there is dictated about what specifically you're supposed to wear and how you're supposed to wear it. Like there's a certain garb that you're supposed to like to protect.
Yeah, lined with
yourself.
fucking lead.
Pretty much. It was like it's supposed to cover like what it's supposed to cover in order for you to attend upon like the ark or whatever.
That's
It's
what I mean.
like,
Imagine
there's a
some
whole
poor-
thing.
this
or to
ancient
enter the
fucking-
tabernacle or whatever is like the original, basically like what Aaron had to wear when he would go, like Moses' brother would have to go in and like, administer to the whatever. Then there was like a certain thing you had to wear, and it's like it's like a chest plate and the stuff that covers up your bits and everything. Like you're supposed to wear all this, like, and it's supposed to be covered in jewels and made from metal and
gold.
Yeah, so yeah,
Like isn't that
So it's
why
like-
the ark is made like the case is made out of gold? Like gold can insulate from radiation, can it?
it's an inert material? So I mean, like,
Gold is pretty heavy, like lead, right? So maybe
Pretty sure it like
can gold insulate from? Oh, what? Nothing's working. My keyboard doesn't work anymore. There you
Nice.
go. Someone else search it.
It's like I know
Now,
gold is just.
I'm just thinking, like,
inert.
imagine, like, just like so much stuff. Someone always has to discover it first.
while not
Maybe
considered a
some-
perfect insulator for radiation, gold is considered a good absorber of radiation due to its high atomic number.
Right. So if you had like the thing about gold is right, there's not very much of it. So you usually like gold plate stuff. But you can imagine you had like a 3-inch thing of gold. It'd probably
Be
work.
so heavy.
Be so heavy for sure.
Yeah, but you had gin back there to carry around your ark.
Yeah.
The Ark of Covenant is just full of fucking uranium. Some poor soul stumbled onto it. And he's like, look at this fucking
Natural uranium stuff.
cakey, heavy mineral.
Yellow cake uranium.
Of it.
Oh, that guy died like
drop
almost
that shit.
immediately. How do we stop people from dying of this? Is God's substance. He's smiting you down after you touch it.
Yeah.
So we better put it in a box, carry it around.
Put it in a gold box, carry it around.
Well, it's your
It's
weapon.
magical.
That's your secret weapon. Like fucking.
I just don't know how, if you have like reactive material like that doesn't shoot lightning.
Yeah, secret weapon aside from like David and his like super squad of like elite assassin guys that would run around and murder guys and chop off their dicks.
Hey,
lot of
you
dick
want to
chopping.
instill
So
fear?
that's
Chop
that's
off
in the
people's
Bible.
dicks.
That's straight out the Bible.
There is a lot of dick chopping in the Bible.
That was
the Bible
like-
is savage.
that is
for-
there's a specific story in there when I was
you
like
would
reading
call it barbarism, really, but it's holy. But it's a holy book.
And the whole reason that he goes out and like David and his buddies like cut out like 200 dicks because he's like, I
don't
want to
fuck around.
He goes like up to some king and he's like, hey, I want to marry your daughter. He's like, hey, bring me like 200 foreskins of Philistines. David's like, I done. And done. And he comes back with a basket full of foreskins and marries the guy's
He's
daughter.
got a weird
Just
foreskin fetish.
I don't
He's
know.
just deep frying them and
Build
popping
a
them
throne
in.
It
of
is
fucking
a-
foreskins.
I was like, did you guys have to put all that in the Bible? I guess they did. So
You know what though? That would be for me. Like if we're invading a fucking castle, we're charging, we're getting ready to fucking hop the walls, and they got like heads on pikes and shit. I'd be like, that's kind of fucked up. They got a bunch of fucking skins stapled to the walls. I'd be like, that's
What
too
is
fucked up.
that? Yeah, they'd be like, what
dicks.
is
You get
this?
really
No.
close.
Is it jerky?
We gotta get the fuck out of here, man.
Oh my
Change my
God.
mind.
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
Pack it up, guys.
yeah. That's
Turn
it.
around.
Just imagine. Let's just say for a second that they have this ark and they can prove it. You would upend the entire world if you could prove that something from a book from that long ago you had and was real and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
So if you want to like prove one religion over all others, you have the evidence right in front of you.
But here's the thing: like that whole. Well, okay, I don't want to say that whole country. I can't, but at least those cities there, they do. They believe that. Like they're convinced, 100%. These people are throwing away their lives, fucking standing in a room guarding something that might not even be anything
But no one else is allowed to go and like check it out.
Nope.
because it's theirs.
Go with like a
I
fucking
think I
Geiger
read-
counter
I
and to see
think-
what's going on.
I think I read at least one or two articles, or one guy at least said that he had gone in, like a professor or something had actually managed to get access to it and went in there and said it was like a wooden box. And it's like, maybe it is. It's just, it's a wooden box in there.
I can't believe they
it
let
is.
anybody in there. But isn't it? There's a few different cities that say they have it too, right?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, I think there's, yeah, it's not.
But also,
just
what
that
more
one.
powerful way to keep followers of a religion to say you have this magical ancient box, let no one see it, but also get everyone to believe you
I
have
feel
it.
like it's that steamed hams thing from The Simpsons. It's like the Aurora Borealis. Yes. Actually, in your kitchen. Yes. At this time of day. At this latitude. Yes. Can I see it? No. Okay.
It is cool though that, I mean, the Bible is fucking, it's old, thousands and thousands of years, especially Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
And the Old Testament is broken into, they use the Old Testament in different religions. It's been different cultures all over. They all kind of say the same thing. The story hasn't changed that much in the Old Testament, at least. So it's crazy that, just imagine sitting there this whole time. God comes down to Ethiopia first because that's, the Ark of the Covenant is how God, an alien, let's say, gets back to Earth quickly. Just shows up. That's like a fucking
Teleports.
gateway, good teleporter.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What else?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's like Harry Potter. It's like the fucking teleportation cabinet.
Teleport
you
beacon.
gotta-
That's how the fucking Slytherin motherfuckers get in there.
It's like Warhammer. It's a teleporter
Politics and
beacon. Like you have to sit it down.
Yep.
Mark it for
They might
teleport.
also
like
have
it's
a
not that
Stargate.
crazy. Like the Bible's full. Like the Bible's the one that turned us all onto that giant fucking the flood and stuff. We know like that's.
I mean, other
Well, a lot of places
But-
talk about like a
Flood, yeah.
flood.
they
like
talk
that.
about it too, but like that's in there too. And like we've got
It's
you
in
can
there.
cross reference this flood that how many other fucking religions and cultures talk about
Worldwide, some
Good
type
chance
of
of
I mean,
great deluge.
I mean, it's like, yeah, those myths existed before the Bible did. Like, there's Babylonian myths that are like way
Well,
old.
the Babylonian flood too. Yeah,
Super world.
but that's what I mean. Like I don't know. I could be,
Floods are also super common. This is like,
but like that
and
big
terrible.
continent spanning flood, right? Like the one flood to rule them all.
If you're like, yeah, you're like, this flood's bad, and you'd be like, just imagine
Have
a
you heard of a
bigger
mud flood?
Mud flood.
We've had a few of those. Those are bad.
Yeah,
a global mud flood takes over the
all
whole.
windows.
Yep.
The mud flood is so powerful; it took over an entire global spanning civilization and wiped them off the map,
At the same time.
except for a few buildings in the Chicago Fair and
yeah.
just a couple.
Which are made out of hay and
Plaster
straw,
and
like,
hay.
straw and plaster. Yeah,
No, but in pictures they look fucking nice though.
like pretty nice.
Gotta give
Well,
the
listen.
craftsmanship was good on those buildings.
Mud floods are
Aesthetically.
bad, but they certainly aren't molasses floods.
No, they're
That's
not.
worse.
Those fucking
That's worse.
that's
really bad.
real. That's proven. We know that happened.
100%.
Still, I
Killed-
still can't
killed
comprehend
25
like,
people,
cleaning up that mess. Like,
Be a worse.
It'll take a year to chip away all that fucking molasses.
insane. chased away the kids all the time and trying to like lick it. And just like, get out of here.
Think we can email this church in Ethiopia and we get a fucking someone
Yeah,
get
I'm
on
sure.
the pod?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I
100%.
have a few Ethiopian
get-
princes in my email already
Yeah.
that asking
Not
for money.
Nigerian
I'm
princes.
sure
not
those
the
guys all
Nigerian
have
princes are the one with
emails.
scams.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, probably Nigerian.
Oh, I'm sure. I know what. I mean, the scams originate in every country, so I'm sure we could find a
Sal,
couple
you,
Ethiopians.
you have the wrong screen up on the live screen.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't.
He says no, he doesn't.
Yeah. I'm not even message you. I'm just gonna say
I
it
do.
live.
What screen would it be? Would it be that weird right back screen?
I don't know.
It's just the.
It's the back of Zell's head screen. Like,
Oh, that's so weird. When did that happen? It's just the YouTube, like the whole YouTube channel stream. Uh-oh.
oh no, he's trying to fix it. So what we do? Now we're throwing the entire
It's
thing
just
off
like
kilter.
the YouTube ingest stream, like the just the numbers.
Nice.
It's exciting.
Got a glimpse behind the curtain of how few people are watching the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many people watch us live? 0. or
Almost zero.
3.
Closer to zero,
We appreciate
Then-
you.
the podcast. But anyone, we fucking love you.
We do.
Any more
Guys
questions?
are here,
When I
consistent.
checked the questions, that's what happened.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
Now check again.
All of them one questions. What was it? And we were just talking about what Denji. No, we already said it. Dennis Nedry made it off the island.
And then you said if you
Yeah,
made it off,
it's-
we'd
that
have
was
a bunch of
already
theme
the-
parks all over.
Yeah.
because what he gives Dilophosaurus fucking spitting in his face.
Eat him. Ate him. You got it.
Yeah.
That was the worst heist I've ever seen. The
So
Nedry
funny.
heist.
Sucks.
Started off great.
Sucks.
I got 18-minute window, get the embryos, and then just forget how to drive.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
picked. Well, look who you picked to do your heist. Like,
It's true.
come on.
Guy's 300
Chris, you have
pounds,
the one.
5'4".
You have one guy to run the entire IT thing of your
Yeah, that's another
multi-million dollar.
Should have been like
That's
they
just
should
back
have
when
been like,
computers were
holiday.
so shit.
Yeah, Mr. I spare no expense, but I have one IT guy.
Well, you know what? But then you had that fucking girl, like the Lex. She's just like, I know this. She gets
It's
in the
a
back end
Unix
files. She gets to the security. She turns it all back on. You're like,
I was like, wait, she's just navigating folders in a weird little interface.
Yeah,
Like, I was
Samuel
like,
L.
interface is
Jackson.
awesome, though.
Sorry. Yeah, Samuel L.
Samuel L.
Jackson.
Jackson is the only other one on the island who knows the computers, and he has no idea.
Yeah, he's like, I
How
can't
to
get into
do
this. You're just gonna let
gotta
your,
reset
your
the
IT
whole
guy,
system.
Like, yeah, let your guy lock you out of your own fucking system.
No, that was their, it's their own fault that they got taken over. They left it all to one guy.
Yeah.
Should have paid him
Yeah, they
more.
fucked
All right,
up.
he just wanted more money.
Yep. You think he would have been
He
good
had
off that
financial
Seinfeld
problems.
I see.
one,
This is
but-
what happens when you don't pay your IT guys enough. See, this is what happens.
They have a lot of control over how your companies run. So if you don't fuck around,
Yeah, when everything's working, nobody says anything. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's just like everything's normal. Nobody says anything." Good
Oh,
job.
dude,
When
it
stuff's
just
breaking,
reminds me,
then
I-
they're all on your ass.
there's one like YouTube or Instagram video.
It's like, what do we pay
It's probably
you for?
fake, but it's just a funny concept. It's like I got fired from my job. I'm in IT,
Yeah.
so he cuts the Ethernet cable connecting the server, and then puts tape around it that says "Do not remove." Like, because honestly, if say you're the only IT guy, you could probably do that, and people would be freaking out for a long time. But
yeah.
what the fuck? It says "Do not remove." Like, that's nothing's
Like,
working.
they taking
There's
it
no
out,
internet.
plugging it back in, taking it out, plugging it back in. They're
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
It's,
Like,
it's
you can't-
working. Do not remove.
But
I don't know
I
what
would
the fuck's going
instantly
on here.
revert back to the Stone Age. I'd be
Yeah,
like, well,
right.
So I'd
that's
also
it for
probably
me.
just try a
Just
different
fucking
cable. I'd be like, "Man."
Just
get a
burn the
loincloth,
computers and start
light some
fresh.
stuff on fire.
even though that's hardly ever the problem. Where it's like, oh, maybe it's the cable. Like it's hardly ever the problem. But you're like, man, whatever. Just plug another cable in there.
It's just a funny concept to think like
Yeah.
you place all your faith in just like one guy to set up your
Most
network,
people,
and then
yeah.
he quits. You're like, oh no.
It's like there's so much stuff like like a lot of places like there's like I don't know, it's kind of the there's a weird balance that has to be struck in like IT where it's like you don't want to have too much redundancy because you're gonna be paying too much for it. Like it's what most of the people try to balance out. Like, but if you don't have any redundancy, then shit gets fucked up. Then you're like, like I told you guys about this, but you guys
hard
didn't want to pay
balance.
for it. Like you guys didn't want to pay for another guy to come in here and be like, and you made one dude who's like indispensable. It's like it's very easy to become indispensable. In
Listen,
IT.
guys, I'm taking a 3-week holiday. I'm going somewhere with no phone, so if something happens, not my
like
fault.
it's real easy to find like a niche and just be that guy who does that one thing, which I do a couple of those things, which I'm like, I do a couple of them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like somebody comes, like they have a problem. They come ask me about this specific thing. And I'm like, I'm the only one who knows how to do this. Apparently. It's just like, not hard. And then you're just like, if I left, then you'd be like, nobody would know how to do this.
Crazy. All right. Well, we got de-extinction. We got mammoths coming up. We'll stay tuned. So we got fucking mammoths stomping through.
Yeah.
What's next? We can bring back fucking saber-toothed tigers.
No.
ATTD extension.
violent.
We will.
No predators.
You guys wanna
Short
send
nose.
us-
Imagine a bear, the short nosed bear that's
No,
like
we got grizzlies
30%
enough.
bigger than the
Yeah.
polar bear.
don't
And
need
polar
super
bear is
bears.
20% bigger than the grizzly bear.
We need the super bears to fight the super pigs.
No.
What about a giant ground sloth? Those things look fucking fierce too. Let's bring all those megafaunas back.
That'd be cool.
The only dinosaurs I'd be into is we get like some dinos, like a house dinosaur.
Little pets.
Yeah, like a dog type dinosaur, right? A big purple one. I'd be into that. But we can't replace dogs.
Well, imagine just a smarter dog that would talk. That'd be awesome.
No. No. I got enough little things around my house that talk.
That talk back to you.
It's too much. I don't need them getting smarter. My dog is perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. Doesn't talk back. Listens.
Loves
Best
me,
friend.
excited to see me when I come home.
Doesn't shit his
Simple
pants.
things make them happy. We're good.
Poos outside.
Yep. It's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whenever someone's away, a little power hour. Keep the streak alive. 2 years, 9 months. I think every week. Got
It's
something
crazy.
for you.
It's fucking good.
It's gonna be a good year of podcasting though. There's gonna be a lot of wild conspiracies popping out.
Yeah, we'll be coming live from McGann.
Absolute madness. Yeah.
McGann,
Absolute
yeah.
madness.
51st State coming to you.
Yep.
I'll be holding pistols the whole episode,
Yeah.
just shooting through my door. Someone out there. Protecting myself. Can't wait.
There's no way. He would
There's
create
no-
the
there is
fucking
no fucking
biggest liberal state ever.
It's not gonna happen.
It'd
There's no
never
chance.
happen. Plus, we're
You
not
might
going
lose
down.
you might lose one province.
Listen, this is how you get the fucking White House burnt down again, buddy.
Careful.
None of this shit.
Might not have been Canada technically when that happened, but
It will be this time.
the descendants live.
It'd be funny if Canada became a state before Puerto Rico did. I mean,
That would, yeah, they're just like a territory.
or
something,
Washington,
right?
D.C. Like, yeah, that'd be really bizarre.
See what happens. All right, that was fun. Peace, everyone. See you next week.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to leave up holiday decorations year-round. Others have the need to use their garage as practice space for their new metal band. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.